Good evening. My name is Michael Redaway. I'm a student at Tiffin University, and my topic today is on pop, its hazards, and why we should stop drinking it. First, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and my history. The reason why this topic is so near and dear to me is because growing up, I didn't have a lot of money. My family, we weren't really rich. We grew up pretty much living inside the city of Cleveland. We grew up in what they call the hood, and I tell you, we used to get the 25-cent Kool-Aid packets, and every Sunday, if we went when we went to church, if I was good and I, behaved and did what I was supposed to do, my parents would hook me up with a fresh can of Pepsi. And I have to say, I've grown to love it. I love Pepsi. I love pop or soda or Coke for my friends down in the southern regions of America. And, I started looking at it as I got older. And, I looked at how my life was changing and how things were changing for me just on the basis of my health. And I'm 6'4", I'm 275 pounds, I'm obese, no doubt about that. And I started evaluating my health, and I looked at what's going on here. I don't overeat. I'm not a big overeater. I don't consume a ton of sweets. I'm not a sugar baby. I don't love candy and cookies and cake. What's going on here? And then it hit me one day. One of the things that we looked at with the health basics book that we had in our class was looking at those numbers of people that died from cardiovascular disease, which is a major problem in this country because more people die from cardiovascular disease than anything else. As much as the news and the media broadcasts people getting killed, DUIs, smoking, alcohol, especially when someone prominent passes away from one of these vices, no one talks about cardiovascular disease. It truly is something that just doesn't interest people because no one talks about it. It's like a silent killer, So I started doing the research for this project, and the reason why I picked this topic was because this was something that was near and dear to me. Now, I want to show you a picture of what a healthy liver looks like. And this is a healthy liver, okay? Now, let's look at an unhealthy liver. This is a liver that is nasty. It has been built up with lots of plaque. You see the white spots there, that's plaque around the liver. And one of the main contributing causes to this is pop or soda, high sugary energy drinks, which serving 8 years in the military, I could tell you that was a part of life. And all these bad habits that I gained over the years and that I continue to have. I want to talk about what happens after you drink a soda. And this was referenced in an article by Wade Meredith, where it literally goes through an entire cycle of what happens 1 hour after you drink a soda or a Coke or a pop or a Pepsi. And what happens is that the nutrients get sucked out of the body because of how much sugar and all the terrible things that are in pop that taste delicious that are terrible. I know, isn't that an oxymoron? But the things that you love are the things that end up killing you. But really, what happens is that sugar draws and has to push all those nutrients out of the liver, so you end up having to urinate. And an hour after you drink a pop, you end up having to drink something else. You end up having to either drink another one or drink some water or something, because that liver has sucked all those nutrients out of the body. All the nutrients that are in water that are part of that delicious pop have been sucked out because the liver sees all that sugar and sees all the terrible things that are inside of pop and goes, okay, I got to get that out of the body. So that's what happened. So that's what happens. I also want to talk to you about the fact that in May of 2015, there was a study that was shown that showed that drinking just one can of what they call fizzy stuff, this was actually published by Nutrients, whether it's regular or diet, is linked to a higher risk for metabolic syndrome, which is the cause of cardiovascular disease. The beautiful thing about science is that it can tell us what is going to happen to us if we do something that is destructive with our lives. You know, also want to look at Shutterstock took a picture, and I'm going to show it to you here in a minute, because I hear people that say, oh, well, Mike, just quit drinking regular Pepsi. Just quit drinking regular pop and switch to diet. Well, diet has a chemical in it called aspartame. I'm sure I probably botched that. And it's an artificial sweetener that's in almost all diet drinks. The problem for that is that an Israeli study showed that it was one of the primary causes to insulin resistance in the liver. And they did a study, and this is what the liver looks like with fatty liver disease. It causes fatty liver disease, and this is what fatty liver disease looks like. Look at this liver. Look at those spots. Look at the plaque. Look at the damage that is done. Look at the calluses that are built around that liver. Now, by contrast, look at this healthy liver. Look at that. Look at that healthy liver. Look at how you have some spots, but for the most part, this is a healthy liver. So, it comes back to what changes have I decided to make? Because I picked a topic that I didn't want to just talk to you about. Yeah, I could have researched anything, learned a little bit, and put it out to you. I picked this topic because this is a topic that's near and dear to me. I believe in action, not just words. So as a result, for the last 3 weeks, I quit drinking pop completely. And I have to tell you, I love it. It's great. I don't feel bloated. My energy has gone through the roof. I love it. Just going straight to water. Not drinking pop, artificial sweeteners, none of that. Just drinking good old-fashioned water. And while it's been difficult, it's been worth it. Thank you for your time. My name is Michael Redaway. I'm a student at Tiffin University. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a great weekend.